Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see how to install the Keel software which is used for writing the assembly level language programs in 8051. So first we'll go to Google and in the search engine we'll type Keel New Vision. So now the latest one is Keel U Vision 5. So I will search for this. So I will be getting the website www.keel.com download. So Keel downloads, and I'll go to this particular link, click on it. So now I'll be getting the product downloads. So I can see what are the products under Keel, that is in Keel software. So I'll click on the product downloads. So now I can see some products. So since we have going to study the 8051 in the microcontroller laboratory, so the product which is applicable to us is C51, which is the development tools for all 8051 devices. So I'll click on this. So now usually we get to fill the details, personal details like name, email ID, company name, then job title, phone number and all. So after filling the details, we'll be getting this page where we can download the application file, that is .exe extension file. So I'll be clicking on this .exe file. So it will ask whether I have to keep that particular file for later installation. So I can press on keep. So it will start, once I click keep, it will start downloading that particular file. So once it is downloaded, I can go to the downloads folder and double click on that particular application file. So once I double click the application file, it will ask me whether I have to allow that app to make changes to the device. So I have to click on yes. So next, this window will be open, dialog box. So I have to just press the next button, and now it will ask whether I agree to the terms in the license agreement. So I have to click on this checkbox and then press on next, and then next, and here I have to give the details like the personal details like name, and then the company name. If you are a student, you can give your college name, and if you are faculty, you can give your college name itself, and your email ID, then click on next. So it will start the installation process. So then click on the finish button. So now I can see in the desktop the Keel U Vision 5 shortcut is being created. So I can double click on that particular So clicking on the Keel U Vision 5 shortcut which is created in the desktop, I will be getting this particular window. So now what I have to do is, first and foremost is I have to create a project file. So a new project file has to be created. So I have to go to the project tab click on it, and then click on new vision project. So here it will ask me to give a file name for the new project, so I can give a file name. So I'll just give exercise 1 in short form, x1, ex1, so that in the first exercise the whatever programs are being to be done will be done under the project name exercise 1, ex1. So I'll just give save. So now I have to select a device for the target. So since it is 8051, we have to search for Intel, and then in that click on the plus sign and search for 8051. So I can see 8051AH. So click on it. You can see the description of that and click on OK. So once that this dialog box appears, you have to copy the startup file, that is you have to write that startup file or add that startup file to the project folder. So view yes. So once that is done, in the project window you can see the project created ex1 and the target created. In that you have added the startup file. So now after this you can write the assembly level language program, but for that you need to have a text editor or text window. So for that you have to click on this particular icon, page type icon, that is new or control N. So click on it. So a text window will be opened. So here you can type the assembly level language program. So but you have to leave the first lines blank. So from the second line you have to type the assembly level language program. So I'll just press enter, and I have already written a assembly level language program. So I'll just copy paste it. So here once I write the program, I can, that is I'll just write that program, move r0, comma hash 50h move r1, comma hash 70h move r2, comma hash 0ah. So once you write the program starting from the second line, you have to save that program. So you have to click on save button, and then you have to save the program. The file name has to be given with .asm extension, and then click on save. After you save, then you have to add that particular ASM file to the project. So for that you have to click on the source group 1, right click on it, add existing files to group source group 1, and then in this you have to search the particular file and click on it and click on add, so that particular ASM file will get added up and it will show here beneath the startup.a51, the startup file. Once it is added, you have to click on that particular file and click F7 or right click on that particular file and click on build target. So once that is clicked, it will show the any error messages or any warning messages in this build output window beneath. So if there are 0 errors, then you can continue with the debug. So once the build of the target is built, then you have to click on this debug and you have to click on stop debug session. And then it will open the windows And here now you require a memory window to be added so that you can enter the input or give the values for the input and you can check the output. So to enter the inputs you need to access the memory location. So you need to have the memory window opened. So go to view tab, go to memory windows and click on memory 1. So if it is not appearing, again just go to memory windows, click on memory 1. So it will appear, the memory window will appear at the bottom right side. So now here you can see the address bar. So here you can type the particular address or memory location where the input has to be entered. So if it is an internal memory location, then you have to enter the letter I and then colon, you have to give the address location. Suppose the internal memory location is 50, then I have to enter 50H and then click on enter. So it will show me the memory location starting from 50H. Suppose it is an external memory location, then I have to represent the external memory using the letter X and then the memory location might be 8000. So you have to give 8000H. So the hexa, since it will work on hexadecimal values, you have to enter the address along with H. So I colon 50H or for internal memory X colon some address H and click on enter. After that you can enter the values to the particular memory locations. So you can right click on the first memory location and then click on modify memory at. So here you can enter the consecutive values in the memory locations, example 01H, 02H. So each memory location value will be separated by comma. So each value will, that is 01 is the value, it should be written along with H, and then the next memory location value will be written after after colon, that is comma. So it should be separated by a comma. Each values in the memory location, it should be separated by comma. Once you have entered the values, click OK. So it will appear in the particular memory location. So once you have written the values, that is you have given input, then you can click on the run option, that is F5, and then you can go to the memory location where the output is to be checked and then you can verify the output. Once that is done, you can stop the running session by clicking on stop run, or you can click on this X mark which will be activated and in red color. Once stop running is done, you have to stop the debug session and then it will come back to the previous window and you can close the particular text window. You can open a new text window and type down the next program, and similar procedure has to be carried out and executing the program can be done.